They're hugging. They're embracing. Little pooch.
I want an amiibo of that dog.
Fucking Poochie?
Yeah.
Poochie, oh man. I don't think Poochie has ever been as useful as he was in Tetris Attack. I think that's the only time where I've been like, oh yeah, dude, Poochie's rad. Alright, so, man, it's still hilarious to me that Nintendo includes all of these fucking crazy control options. I always find it very weird, but hey, Yoshi's Woolly World! This is probably the prettiest game around right now.
It's like playing a blanket.
Oh my god, please make that your box quote for the review. It's like playing blanket 2015. Sarah, 2015.
Best blanket simulator. Like that's the award this is getting.
So I've been too lazy to pop in all of my Amiibo. I messed around with the Amiibo feature a little bit, but I did find my favorite Amiibo.
Oh, that's cool. What?
Yes. So we've got the decal.
Dude, I tried using Pikachu and it failed miserably.
So that's the thing, which I thought was weird. All the Pokemon Amiibo just have the Amiibo symbols.
Yeah, the Amiibo have the shirt, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, I still don't understand why that came to be. Like, only the Pokemon ones, too. But, yeah. We're gonna check out another Amiibo feature here in a bit, but, essentially, Yoshi's Woolly World is...
What? That's a cow Yoshi down there. That's wicked.
Yeah, you, unlock various Yoshi skins by completing, the little side quests that are, within the stages, much like your original Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island and all subsequent Yoshi's games where there'd be side objectives that you can collect and collectibles that will then go towards a particular reward. And I'm going to pop in my Super Mario Brothers Yoshi.
OG Yoshi, yeah.
Yes, but only so that way you can see the different aesthetic. In fact, he's the only non-yarn thing. Now... This particular power-up, I'm not gonna lie, it has its benefits, and it has its setbacks. I don't know, have you ever messed around with this feature?
Yeah, Dual Yoshi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Because, like, so it operates much like the cherry power-up from Super Mario 3D World, except...
Which, I kind of dug that, to be honest. I don't know, I must have a brain for it or something like that, but I think it's super helpful.
I don't think it has the same utility in a two-dimensional space, like at least with like in the side-scrolling dynamic, especially when you like physically collide with one another and you don't bypass it. It gets to be like even this little situation right here. Like, I know it looks simple, but I have to micromanage so much real estate now between the two Yoshis because of what I did. Like, I don't know. I wanted to showcase that it's a neat concept, but it doesn't always work. And yeah, there is an option that you can just, quote-unquote bubble, but like, you know, egg up your extra Yoshi and do your thing. But yeah, I think I got really confused, too, because a lot of the times, you know, my focus shifted from... both Yoshis, and I didn't feel like I had a primary Yoshi.
Right.
So I was just curious to see.
For me though, right? Like thinking back to stuff like I don't know, like what was that game that came out a while ago? There, the NES.
NES
was
Remix.
NES Remix back, yeah. NES Remix. There's stages in like original Mario Brothers where you had two Marios to collect all the coins. Those were my best levels.
Oh, I know exactly which levels you're talking. Yeah, see,
yeah,
that dynamic. It's. But even then, like, I mean, look at the complexity here as far as like the various mechanics with Yoshi and the fact that like that tower, for example, or even then the fucking real estate involved within the stage and what's on screen at any given moment. It gets to be tough, especially in a lot of platforming segments where like one Yoshi can get hung up on another. I think I've ran into that a little more often than I wanted to.
Just notice how green your Sonic Yoshi's eyes are. It's pretty intense.
Right?
Yeah.
The color, man, it does so good. And like, I don't know how many frames this is running at. I want to say
60.
30. It is 60. Okay.
In the game itself, yeah. On the world map, it's 30, but for the gameplay itself, it's 60 FPS.
Yeah, it's definitely there's very strange amount of articulate detail, like especially for the fact that like, I mean, the Wii U isn't in comparison to like the other home consoles, it's still not quite the technical powerhouse, but it's been really impressive what the fucking machine can do. Like Yoshi's Woolly World is a huge testament. Even that in like Smash Brothers especially. See, so this situation right here, it's a little tough to manage both of them. But aside from that, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get that oriented. So, how do you feel? There's one thing that I feel like this game does kind of fall behind is, the stage design isn't exactly the most intuitive as far as other Yoshi games, and that's just because like while like the yarn tricks that you can do and the yarn dynamics that happen, I don't know. I don't feel like you organically recognize them. I mean, they make for fun gimmick levels, but as far as like navigating level and the fact that like there's so many different nooks and crannies, it gets so hard to like fucking kind of, you know what I mean, focus on exploring. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But at the same time, though, it sort of fosters extra exploration too. Like knowing that it's not going to be just, you know, as natural or as easy as you might expect. It forces you to think outside the box just that much more as you're going through it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's kind of like that stigma that point-and-click games suffer from, where like essentially bumping and grinding and against every sort of like curvature nook, like anything at all that looks remotely suspicious. I kind of like, I like how like you can tell how good a level design is by being able to natively recognize it. I mean, granted, there is a sense of reward that you feel from bumping and grinding against certain areas that you felt were suspicious and could not see with the naked eye, but I felt like you do that more often than actually recognizing things like, you know, at surface value in this game, if that makes sense.
Right.
I mean, especially like one of, you know, Yoshi's Island 2, and I don't remember if people like bugged on that game. Now, Yoshi's New Islands, and funny, it's one of the 3DS purchases that I made but did not really fuck around with all that much, which I really need to. But Yoshi's Island 2, definitely one of my favorites, and I think is...
Are we talking, you say Yoshi's Island 2, are we talking about the one on N64 or DS? Like
DS,
original DS?
Not Yoshi's Story.
Right, okay, yeah.
DS, the one where you can play as Baby Wario and Baby Donkey Kong as well, and Baby Peach.
I played that right on the heels of like the original Yoshi's Island, and I was completely underwhelmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I didn't like it.
I actually really dug it. They got little bombs. They got little feet. I don't know if they were supposed to be bombs, but they had little feet, so I can only imagine.
Those crocheted blankets in the corners.
Dude, no. If you notice certain
one of those.
details too, you can even notice like some of the blanketed textures that are supposed to resemble like a blanket. They even had like the actual like federal blanket tags. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, nice, yeah.
Oh fuck. So I fucked up here and I wasn't able to get those stamps. You know those were stamps, and there's no way. Oh man. So again. That right there, I will take full responsibility. That was my bad. And then I don't even know what I'm... Oh, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can spawn out that fucking stairs. Okay.
Also noticed that everything that you walk on just kind of gives way to your feet.
Yep.
Nice and plush.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's one of these, like... I think in a world, or at least in a generation where like eye candy is one of those things that's kind of taken for granted at this point. Like, if anything, I feel like animation and performance like take away more than like graphical design. It's really like it's just really comforting knowing that like this game exists. And like I don't know, like Yoshi's World isn't exactly like I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say it's a system seller, but I don't know, man. It definitely it's a game that the only kind of game that you would find on Wii U. And it makes me happy to own a Wii U, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Like,
it's a must-own if you have the system, if it isn't a system seller in and of itself, right? Is what you're trying to get at, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like, as far as, like, there are certain other utilities, like, the one thing that I felt like we talk and hammer about like ad nauseum when it comes to like these little fairies, because this game is also 2-player co-op. If anything,
yeah, it is.
We're doing like a handicap version of 2-player co-op with the Amiibo, which, as I've already gone into detail, doesn't exactly work the best. But
there's dynamics that are missing as well.
Yes, but much like how I've explained with like all the other multiplayer Nintendo games, which again, that's been a big crutch within their adventure titles. I mean, everything from Mario to even like fucking Triforce Heroes. And Triforce Heroes is the only one to attempt it. And if you read my review, it didn't do a very good job. But like, there could definitely be some more online utility, like some facilitation of like online multiplayer. Do you think that would work at least in this game? Like, I feel like this and Kirby. Not so much Mario. I feel like Mario has like Super Mario 3D World is something that could only be achieved locally, I think.
Yeah,
but
I think
like,
so.
Do you think there can be any way that this can be done online? And I mean, we know the Wii U.
Probably. I mean, playing Splatoon, for example, there's no latency issues. My router's in another room and it works really, really well.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of like, and even then, like, though. It's dumb to say, but like Black Ops, for example, there's plenty of Black Ops like on Wii U, and like people fucking still play it. So
Black Ops had garbage netcode on PS3 as it was. So I'm just saying.
All right, let's see if there's any other goodies. So
you're right though. The music in this game is fantastic too.
Oh, it has like, I don't know. It's like it's a mix between like traditional contemporary, like I don't know. There's something very Japanese about it, and yet there's something that's really modern about it. Look at that Yoshi beach ball. Look at him bouncing around. I didn't get it. Fuck it. Well, and we weren't able to get all the collectibles. I mean, that's the thing. This is the first world too, but I found it really challenging to get the collectibles in this game, but not. I don't know. I think it was for the wrong reason. Like, there's just certain points, like I said, where you really just gotta fucking stick your nose into every goddamn nook and cranny. So basically, I missed out on heart points.
A stamp.
And then, which I know exactly what stamp it was. It was the one under those stairs. And that's the thing, too, that I thought it's kind of bullshit, is that the Amiibo heart points actually count towards the score. So it's almost like like, you know what I mean? Not exactly to your benefit to carry around said Amiibo.
Here we go.
Yeah, but
see what's up. What? Shy guy, dude.
His fucking nose being the mask really throws me off. He looks like a hippo. Look at that hippo.
A little bit, yeah. I still have to try my 8-bit Mario Amiibo with this. See what's up.
Yeah, but what's really cool, too, is on the overworld, you can also just leave random messages, and from the stamps that you earn, you can also apply them. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll give Miiverse this. Nintendo's found a way to create their own version of Tumblr. Fucking. and that's like the best I can. I don't know. What help did you? You're using the internet wrong. How you don't know how to internet? Anyway, let's see if we can. Let's go ahead and post something of our own. Let's fuck with the stamps a little bit. So, I think that's the one thing that is very awkward. can't see what I'm doing. You can't. You want to guess? You can take all the time you want to, to guess. Yeah, you know what? I think
as long as you don't say butt clench, I think we're good.
Butt clench?
Yeah.
Dude, get that keister squeeze going. That fucking them cheek rubs. Yeah, well, I think cheek. Well, butt clench greater than cheek rub.
It's a pretty cheeky thing to do.
Jesus. I just now noticed the green eyes in Sonic Yoshi. I don't know why I didn't notice it before. Like I knew.
See what I mean? Like that's insane.
Yeah, they're very beady. Shit. Well, I can't. Great. I'm having errors. That's not cool. Okay. Fuck it. Well. All right. Still having errors. So, like Tumblr, Miiverse tends to fail a lot too, and not work. It's no bueno. But I think I don't know. It's a neat little thing. I think there is actually more fun with it in Super Mario 3D World though. Like I don't necessarily see, like, I mean, unless you can give like little hints, like that.
It's like what's really like insane in terms of like Miiverse is definitely the Splatoon community. It's crazy. I put like a simple little picture up, and all of a sudden it gets more positive feedback than anything I've ever done.
Yeah, those Yaz.
175 Yaz?
Right?
What?
But anyway, with Yoshi's Woolly World. He's adorable. Good night, y'all.
This latest Play video from Press Pause Radio was brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/presspauseradio, and you can get access to over 100,000 titles to choose from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.